Hey everybody, and welcome to another video with Spartan 086. Today we're doing another aircraft. Yay! Big surprise at the next video, by the way. And today we're doing the US Army's AH-64A Apache. One of the originals done by Unimax. This is, going to be honest, a lot superior to the longbow version that they did. And a lot of reasons why. When you look at the longbow version, which they did for Iraq 2003, wasn't well done. There was a lot of complications, I would say, with how they did the paintwork. With this, it looks very well done. It looks like a wee bit rustic towards it. It looks like the aircraft has been about. It might be clean, sitting on the runway, ready to go, but it's still showing that it has been worn and torn in the field with wee bits. Whereas with their version, it was just very, very clean cut, and it just didn't do it for me. I think it just looked as if it just kind of been thrown together. So what I've got here is two. Now these are actually my other two Apaches. Most of them, as you've seen in the previous video, they're actually on the roof. They're suspended from the roof. Whereas these two I got not too long ago, second hand. One's still in the box, and obviously this one, which had to get a wee bit of work done to it, and it still has a wee bit more work to be done to it. It's got a few wee things missing, so I'll point them out as we go round. So obviously on the top here, it's missing the wee band up, which is just part of sensor arrays on top of the rotors. Obviously in the D version, this is where the longbow radar would go. So as we go around, I'll just show you wee things that need sorted out with it. And you'll see, first off, that the rotors are a bit damaged and squinty, which is actually not too bad. That can easily be rectified and done properly. I've had to move it there, sorry guys. So first off, the first thing that it needs to get worked on is actually the 30mm cannon, which is snapped. Wasn't me, that's how it was delivered. So I've got to now try and find something that will supplement that so it looks precisely right. The one cool thing about this is the front visions, the front optics for the helicopter are still very manoeuvrable, and you can actually turn them all the way around. So if you were doing a diorama and say you were saying, well, 91 Gulf War and this bad boy was sitting on the field, this is actually the way that they used to finish up after landing with the optics, so it was protected against anything. And turned round now. So not too shabby. Obviously there's nothing on the wings, the Hellfires or rocket pods. The other thing I had to fix up was the rear fins, as well as the rear rotor. So the tail rotor was actually off, so I had to glue that back on, as well as the rear fins here. So not too shabby and all, just a wee bit peeved at the rotors. The rotors actually looked fine in the picture, but once they arrived I could see how bad they were. But overall, love this model. I think it's a great one to have. You can manoeuvre the 30mm cannon underneath. I'll try to get this round so I can show you guys. So apologies. So you can move this up and down and around, which you can't do with Forces of Valor's later longbow version. Obviously, big differences with the longbow version is obviously the big large longbow radar that would sit here, as well as the changes in the skirts underneath, which were thicker and had vents for pushing out things like ACMs and that. And it was also a storage bay for certain parts of the pilots and gunners kit could be kept in there. But overall, I still feel that this is actually the superior to both of them because of how it's been done. Very well done, I think. And I think, like I've said in previous videos, Unimax in the beginning put so much effort into making their aircraft and models and tanks so much better than what they did later. It was just slapdash work, and I've talked to many people on the page about this. It's just sad to see that's what it came to. So I'll put some pictures up, proper pictures up, so you can have a look at it. If you do see any of these, they actually usually go quite cheap. You can usually pick them up for about £20, which would be about $25 to $30. Again, that depending on postage and packaging is on the seller, not on me. But overall, I think it's very good, and I would recommend it to anybody. I'm just going to remove it now, and I'll show you the box version. Again, the box is a bit worn and torn, but overall, you can see how great it looks. You can see the pilots in there. You can see all the kit. You know, it was provided with Hellfires, CV7 rocket pods. It was also provided with 2 Sidewinder missiles that you could put on. It did have the ability to do that. You also have tow pods for the tow missiles, because it was kind of at the point there that they were changing from tow to Hellfire during the Gulf War, and I'll just show you them. So, and you can see the Sidewinders, and you can see the tow pods in there. You also get little fuel tanks as well. They were delivered, and you get that as well with the longbow version. You get the fuel tanks, Hellfires, and the rocket pods. But overall, like I said, I think this is the superior one. So I'll leave it at that, guys. So I hope you're all well and taking care. And until the next time, guys, have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.